But Bill Maher was talking with Jimmy Kimmel about, and this is him trying to line his pockets because now he's mad that, of course, people aren't coming out to the shows. But I want you to see the dynamic here and that Jimmy Kimmel doesn't really know how to respond, where Bill Maher does bring up a recent poll that shows just how out of touch all Democrats, as a statistical population, Democrats, liberals are with the statistical reality of COVID hospitalization rates. And watch Jimmy Kimmel laugh more uncomfortably than if he was at, what's that band?
Tony.
Tony.
Yeah.
I have to cite a survey that was in the New York Times, which is a liberal paper, so they weren't looking for this answer. But they were talking about the question was, what do you think the chances are that you would have to go to the hospital if you got COVID? Mm-hmm. And Democrats thought that was way higher than Republicans. 41% of Democrats, and the answer is between 1% and 5%.
Okay.
41% of Democrats thought it was over 50%. Another 28% thought it was 20 to 49%. So 70% of Democrats thought it was way, way, way higher than it really was. Liberal media has to take a little responsibility for that, for scaring the shit out of people. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is because it's much harder for every touring act to sell tickets in blue states.
Oh, interesting.
They're afraid to go out of the house.
Oh, interesting. I don't know how to deal with this.
Is there an audience?
Are you talking about me?
I guess there is, but neither one of them are interested in making them laugh.
Yeah, they don't know what to do.
No, they talked about pot for like the first 7 minutes of the interview, and the audience was totally into that.
Of course.
Thought it was
They want to show how cool they are. Like, well, the thing is, folks, I used to smoke pot. People say that, you know me. That's the Bill Maher thing. It's always an inside joke. Like, well, you know me, that I like drugs.
That's a miracle I've not been Me Too'd.
Yeah, it's a miracle. So the poll he's talking about from the New York Times, 41% of Democrats believe the risk for hospitalization was 50% or more.
Wow.
That's so insane.
Compared to only 28% of Republicans, only 10% of Democrats got it right.
Unbelievable.
And that it was a 1 to 5% hospitalization rate. Now, keep in mind.
Notice if every other person was in the hospital.
I know. It really is remarkable.
It really is insane.
Well, here's the thing, too, that they don't understand is this also includes anyone who's admitted to the hospital who tests positive for COVID incidentally. Yeah. So if I go in, for example, for the surgery and I test positive for COVID, that's a hospitalization. So even with that number, it's 1 to 5%. Yeah. We need to start putting this in context. Yeah. At what point can we say, all right, okay, overreaction. I think the tides are turning.
Yeah. Did you see how bad those numbers were? If you can bring the overlay back up, then Republicans and independents, it is permeated throughout. It's not
pretty high.
It's worse in Democrats, way worse. But you can see the bottom two categories, over 20% and up to 50% and more. Like, so many people believe that you're going to the hospital if you get COVID, period. You're done. You're going to the hospital. It's going to be a severe case.
The statistical chance of you going to the hospital if you have COVID is very, very low. And the statistical chance of you having COVID if you get sick right now is very low. There's a much stronger likelihood that you have something else. Right. Another flu, cold, allergies, sinus infection. This is a statistical reality. And my doctor made it very, very clear. Said, you probably have something else.
Yeah.
It's a 10, maybe 15% chance that you have COVID and you'd probably be asymptomatic. You probably have something else. And we're not keeping this in context.
Right.
Watch Louder with Crowder live, Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern.